So the original video was supposed to be spectating randoms from beginning to end, but late game there was a jailbreak, so I ended up coming back. You guys will see how it plays out and using Krampus to rack up a few kills in a few interesting ways. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. We'll see you guys in the gameplay. So there's different elements of the game that are still broken for a lot of console players, but they've also introduced this new element called Krampus that kind of can ruin the game later on. This guy named Doomed, let's see kind of what he does. They are at the far edge of the map, rotating in. They might go over here, try and get some stuff at this tree tier 2. And he got destroyed by the Type 100. Obviously, I was gone for a while, and I'll kind of get into some of that stuff. We had the Baka Bros event, which was pretty awesome. But then I also had to handle some other stuff, personal family stuff that we'll talk about as well. And we'll kind of go from there. But this video does have a quick sponsored segment, which we'll do now. Today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, one of the greatest mobile games of all time. Raid's got tons of champions, over 600 now, each with their own history in the world of Teleria. So if you haven't given it a shot, you can download Raid for yourself on mobile or PC with that link near the top of the description. Raid's always doing updates. They just released one of the newest bosses, the biggest and craziest yet. The thing is a Hydra with multiple different heads, each one with the complete boss battle all of its own. Head of Blight is all about poison. It poisons you, it leeches you, and it protects itself with a poison cloud, which makes it super hard to hit. The Head of Torment is terrifying and constantly applying true fear on your guys. The Head of Mischief loves your buffs and wants them all for itself. The Head of Wrath is super angry damage dealer, and when you've hit it 15 times, it gets a new buff called Vengeance, tripling its attack power. The Head of Decay is about tearing you down and building up its allies. It makes your team's healing actually lower their HP, so healing isn't always a good thing. And there's also the Head of Suffering, which is Hydra's main tank head. It brings a horrible new debuff called Pain Link, which causes your champions to take some damage whenever you attack the Head of Suffering. And if the new boss isn't enough for you, Raid's also giving away a super limited edition champion to every player in the game. And some of you may recognize him already. It's esports legend and Navi superstar Simple. Between now and January 28th, 2022, Simple limited edition champ is now available for free to players both new and old to Raid. All you have to do is log in 7 days between now and the 28th and he's yours. So if you miss out, he's gone forever. On top of that, it's the holidays, so Raid's got a schedule full of festive activities with special events and tournaments and even some new fusion events. So there's never been a better time to get started. Hit the link in the description or scan the QR code to get your epic champion, Rector Drath, 200k silver, 1 energy refuel, and 1 XP booth, along with 1 ancient shard, so you can summon an awesome champion as soon as you get into the game. And all your treasure will be waiting here at the top right of the screen. Thanks again to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video. Welcome back. In terms of the map, I mean, I'm really liking the map so far. Obviously, I went over to Vegas. We did some rehearsal stuff, and then we had the 30-player LAN for the Mini Royale Customs, and it was great seeing a lot of the players that, you know, I get to see online on a regular basis, maybe DM, interact with on Twitter, and it was kind of cool to see, like, Z-Laner get a win with Destroy, you know, Biffle go off on Tommy and Almond at the end, and one of the last matches, Tommy ended up winning the whole thing with Almond. But yeah, I mean, it was just great interacting with a lot of people, meeting them in a regular setting. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes. And it seems like from those matches, you can kind of see the meta develop, and they're continuing to update things. And that's what's been kind of really nice. I know a lot of people are bashing, saying, hey, we need a new studio to be running it. I actually saw that, where people were like, oh, it was just better when MW was the lead. I was like, because MW didn't have to do anything. Like, or Infinity Ward, they didn't have to do anything. Guaranteed Infinity Ward's running the show. The game is still in a terrible state. The biggest problem here is Activision is responsible for making sure they have enough employees, and they let go of a bunch of employees to make sure that the game would run well. They let go of a bunch of QA testers. Guess what? There's a lot of bugs. QA testers are supposed to find and help fix those bugs, among other things. So the game ends up in a terrible state, and then because of that, and that has nothing to do with Raven, that has everything to do with Activision, unfortunately. I think Raven's actually trying to do a good job, but they have a job that requires, let's say, 100 people, and they only have 30 employees. It's not going to work out. It's like doing a project the day before it's due, but you're supposed to have like 3 months to do the project. It's not going to be your highest quality project. even if you stay up all night or whatever the heck is. So let's see if this guy's able to chow this. He did win a gunfight with us a little bit earlier. So we did see the guy in the hangars. That obviously the guy has to rotate in because of the zone. So he could be able to hold him, but he also could get caught here. Kind of making a lot of noise. Moving around like they're going like, you know. And a lot of times what happens here, I get comments a lot when I on my second channel when I ADS like this. And people are like, what are you ADSing at, bro? It's like, well, when you ADS, your footsteps are way quieter. So all you're trying to do is mitigate that by aiming down sight. So you're not actually looking at anything. You're trying to have a good job of centering, but also while you're walking. So that's a huge thing there. You can see the guys rotated out over here. There's a little bit of gunfire. So the guy, I don't know if he realizes that, this player realizes that, but that player's already jumping across. You can see him in the distance. So he's got to work all the way over there. Oh, there's a guy above too, I think. And you get destroyed. What were you using, bro? So there's the other guy. They're fighting it out. He played that horribly. I did see the guy at the top. So there ended up being a total of still 2 players. That wasn't the guy on the outside. Wasn't the guy that was supposed to be on the inside. That guy was still camped up on the ledging there. So this guy ends up winning it out. We got Northwest Gaming. And this is Facebook GG. I don't know if that's just a meme or they actually are Facebook GG streamer. Because they're currently sitting on 2 kills. I won my gulag. I already had 1 kill. If I land, I get 1 more kill. So that was like 4 minutes ago. So I don't know. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're just chilling. I don't know. So yeah. And people are like, "Where's the spreadsheet? Where's the spreadsheet?" For meta, right? Like that's another thing that's a lot of people have been asking. The spreadsheet. There is a new spreadsheet. It is in the description. It is mostly updated. And it's modified slightly compared to what we had before. I think in the long run, this is going to be a better document. And I also figured out a way to do in-game testing without requiring private matches. So I could test in-game and without anybody. I could just go in, do my basic testing. Oh, what the heck? What was that? It's just I haven't had a lot of time because when I was in Vegas, after I finished casting, I got a call saying, hey, your dad had a stroke and he has like a 15% chance of living or something crazy low. So then I got on a plane, came back to where my family is. Then we drove to Mexico. We hung out at the hospital, tried to get more details. His brain was swelling, so they had to wait till that cools down and then do an MRI, EKG or whatever. And then I went back on Monday and they're still like, oh, nope, still not any update. And then I guess we're going to get an update in a couple days. So it's kind of one of those things that it is what it is. I just haven't had the time to do those things because obviously I had a work obligation with the Baca Bros, which was really fun. And then obviously then I had a family thing, which was unplanned, obviously. And that's kind of how it goes. Oh, it's because this guy's rocking the Farah PPSH. I think he's going to rock. I don't know if he got the Farah. A little bit crazy. So it's been a little bit of busy. I do plan to get all the damage stuff. I've been able to test those. The only one I have on there right now is the bar. And I might even be streaming it as well. So if you guys want to come hang out while I test some damage values and get some rate of fires for specific weapons, I'm going to focus primarily on the meta stuff first and then go to the lesser stuff because that's just more practical. So he's coming over here, going to get his second loadout, heartbeats it. So this is the normal battle royale. Obviously, we've had a lot of Vanguard royale, so it's a little bit different. So he's rocking with his Farah and then PPSH, and then he's rocking Ghost, and he's also running double time. Personally, I would almost never run double time again. I think EOD is way too valuable in the fact that a nade, all the lethals got buffed. So if you're sitting in a Molotov, buffed. If you're sitting in a grenade, if somebody cooks one and hits you, you're getting smoked. The flinch, you definitely noticed that now. So he ended up sticking with the Swiss. I thought he was going to stick with the Farah. It's so hard to shoot people with the Swiss now. It's crazy. They really did nerf it appropriately, but it makes sniping so difficult. Basically, you shooting people that can't see you. Oh, that gotta hurt. He got a body shot, and it did not do the damage you needed. So, so yeah, in terms of working on everything, we'll get to those things eventually. But in terms of base damage, that's really all people want to know, and then you start building a loadout there. But EOD, what I was getting with the EOD is the close range meta will likely include incendiary over hollow point, and I know True Game Data covered that in a little bit more detail, where essentially they can both be really good, but consistently the incendiary rounds are generally going to be better for close range, because you don't have to worry about the bullet velocity. The range are usually within that damage threshold. You get the ticks of damage, so if you use that with Combat Scout, it's another thing. But it's kind of hard to use an LMG without amped, just because your weapon swap with the Bren is so slow. It's going to get you killed. So you at least have a choice there. But overall, the flame rounds seem to be the way to go. And EOD will help combat that by bringing those numbers down half. So I think the two main perks for perk 1 are either cold-blooded or EOD. And that's it. Especially if people are going to be using the meta as people figure out what the meta is, right? So it's just one of those things. It takes time. People will get there. So 3 kills, 30 up. Has enough money pretty much for not much. There's not really a buy station nearby. They could do another contract. Based off the zone, they still got a long way to rotate to. There is a solo over here that some reason grabbed that most wanted. Maybe it was one of the, you know, a random type of thing, but a lot of people make mistakes of those too. Okay, this guy is looking at the map. This is a terrible spot to just be standing in. Maybe he got DC'd. A lot of people are having connection issues. All right, we're not going to know. This is a hard rotate. Okay. He tabbed out, maybe? The guy's on PC? I don't know. That was really weird. Why would you just stand out in the middle of the open like that? You can get executed or whatever. So he's rotating across. We do have... Oh, man. I think you got to rotate up on this left side, around, and then down from buy station to buy station. And then hope it doesn't pull out to sub pens, because then you got to cross this middle section. But that's the difference with the map as well. It's a lot harder to rotate. If you haven't had as many reps in to figure out, okay, do I go left or do I go right? I feel like this is the low ground, and then as this is up and it comes down. Luckily the map's semi-decent enough. Ooh, he just full sent the shots. There it is. Nice. Nice. Couple good shots there. Cleaned them up. Obviously, you know, they modified the damage a little bit on the Swiss, but it's still very powerful. Okay, he spots another one. Also, like, this is super off meta Swiss. The extended mag that he's using, a 10 or whatever, a 9 mag inside solos, is super impractical. Super impractical. Should be using that attachment on something else. I don't know what their build is, but they're clearly using something that is a waste of an attachment. Especially when you only get 5 on those weapons. You want everything you can for stability, flinch, bullet velocity, range. And he has 9-round mag that reloads instantly, so he's using the fast mag, so he's going to aim down sights slower. It's all bad. So just another thing with the loadout, that's just not necessary. Even for quads, I don't really think that's necessary, because you can just get behind cover real quick. You're not ADSing over a rock, not getting shot at for that long. Guy disconnected again mid-fight. What is this? He's toggling on his cheats. I'm just kidding. Actually, cheats have been a lot lower. Oh, he has packet burst. But yeah, the cheating has been a lot less. Yeah, see, packet loss is coming up. I don't know what's going on with this guy. Need to rotate, though. This is still a hard rotate. He's probably going to get killed in rotation here. Obviously, they removed those cluster bombs that we talked a lot about in the last map. They were very good at spotting people. Not necessarily campers, because it seemed like they would follow people even while moving. So, a little bit of a difference there. But, those are removed. But Krampus, we're waiting for the Krampus attack here. Top 20. Krampus come out. You got to worry about him for 3 minutes. Oh, so he has a long range AR. He wasn't swapping to it for a while. So he has a long range AR and a long range sniper. No close range. So he can't push any buildings and he can't get caught off guard. He will be in a bad spot. Just creeping the edge. You might see someone move. You hear the gunfire to the right. You hear the gunfire in front of you. So everything's across this bridge. This is kind of how he has to rotate, but we'll see if anything's on the other side. Still looting. Does have enough money for a UAV. Decides he wants to rotate along this right edge. There's still space, so that's kind of cool. Because on the other side, we did hear gunfire. Might be able to try and catch somebody. And this is where the sending... No! What the heck? Jailbreak imminent. What the heck? Am I have to splat on the ground again? Oh, he got hunted by Krampus? No! Where's he at? He's over here. All right. Jailbreak active, and this dude's dealing with Krampus. I don't have any guns either. This is all bad. Why would... Oh, I'm gonna just splat into the ground. Okay, we're gonna go back to Krampus. He's running for his life. All right, cool. Now I can die, and we'll spectate somebody random. No more Krampus. That was such an... Like, that dude was oblivious. I was standing right next to him. No! All right, let's see what happens. I should have got his guns, but I wasn't trying to actually stay alive. I need to get killed by somebody so they can spectate. Okay, I got an extra free kill for my 2 deaths, so that makes it a 1 KD. Krampus is hunting you. What the hell? This guy was just in the bushes? Everyone's dealing with Krampus. Krampus has got to be the most ridiculous thing they've ever added. Dealing with Krampus over here. Krampus for the win! What's going on here, bro? That's so funny. Oh, this game is such a joke. Like, you don't have to actually deal with Krampus. I mean, he does 40 damage. You just chill. What the hell? Like, I'm not trying to get kills here. Leave me alone. There he goes. Who else is he bothering? He's literally bothering. Oh, no, he doesn't even do 40 damage. We got a plate. We're chilling. He's not actually as, like, he's annoying, but it is what it is. Alright, we'll rotate in. I mean, I wasn't planning on trying to win. There's a guy over here. This is ridiculous. There's another snowball. Wasting my plates. There he goes. Way too long that they follow you. It's just ridiculous. Oh, I heard somebody. Krampus is the ultimate wingman, bro. Okay, I'm gonna go over here to the buy. Krampus is such a joke, bro. Stun him, and he should leave me alone now. Okay. Armor plates. Oh, I shouldn't have popped that. What do I need? Self-revive, maybe? I didn't realize he'd actually run across. Okay, we'll get ammoed up. I wish I had the heartbeat. I couldn't pick that up. So we ended up going into trying to win the match, I guess. Okay, let's just get rid of this guy. Alright, easy enough. There's 2 other players. Really nothing there.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Okay, I can go this way. Okay, I gotta go straight through here.
Gas is inbound.
We're gonna go for a stretch. We have a gas mask, so we can play off of that. I think getting in this building is a little bit tricky. Is that the only way? Yeah, that's the only way.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Got gas moving in.
Damn, this is an awful zone. The guy's gonna be on the roof, right? Okay, guys above. He called in a precision early.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Gas is moving.
Oh, I'm dead. I can't get out. Yeah, I died. The guy was positioned on the roof. He jumped down. GG's. So hopefully you guys enjoyed Spectating Randoms. It ended up getting derailed at the end there, but appreciate all the support and the content. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.